The Islamic Society of Delaware is located in Newark and is considered to be the largest mosque in the entire state.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
This is the history of the Islamic Society of Delaware.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
The ISD was originally founded in the early 1970s by 5 to 10 Muslim families.
The Muslim community has been here for many years, more than 30, 40 years. It was small in number. When I came here, it was 1970, and there was just a handful of families, Muslim families.
With intentions of serving the Muslim community as a religious and social organization, the state of Delaware officially recognized the ISD as a non-profit organization in 1975.
Lacking a place of worship, the ISD used venues such as the University of Delaware, Goldie Beacom College with the help of former President Dr. Mohammed Ilyas, and private homes. At the time, there was no formal imam. Community members would rotate who led prayer. It was obvious then that the growing Muslim population in Delaware needed their own mosque.
At that time, there was a society on paper, but no building.
In 1986, the ISD purchased 3 to 4 acres of land on Salem Church Road. Dr. Sheikh Mohammed Iqbal, with contributions from other community members, bought the land for $2,000.
The next challenge facing the ISD at this time was raising funds for the construction of the mosque. The small Muslim community had grown to include nearly 800 to 900 families, and the need for a mosque was even more evident than before. Mozam Khan, with the generous help of local consulting engineering firm Tetra Tech, volunteered to donate their services, saving the mosque nearly $30,000. Original plans for the mosque included a dome, but because of limited funds, a simple exterior was more feasible. A building committee made up of the original founding members of the ISD was tasked to oversee the project. The cost of overall construction contracted to be $230,000 and had to be paid by donations only due to the Islamic faith not allowing interest-bearing loans.
By 1989, the ISD had collected $150,000 to build their mosque. Yet these donations alone were still not enough to begin construction. Therefore, each individual on the building committee donated $6,000 to cover the remaining costs.
As construction started, the community was motivated to continue donating funds. When the construction of the mosque was completed in 1991, there were still funds available after the construction fees were paid off. These funds were used for the maintenance of the mosque.
The ISD chose Mahmoud Abdul Rahman to be their first imam because of his great religious knowledge. 5 years later, Rahman returned to Egypt. Yahya Hashim, a pioneer of the Delaware Muslim community, took over the position of imam, serving a growing population of worshippers. By the late 90s, the Muslim community in Delaware had grown exponentially. As a result, the ISD worshippers had become more diverse in their opinions and goals for the future of the mosque.
The new presence of a physical barrier separating the men and women led the board to have views different from the general Muslim population. In 2000, the ISD initiated their $1 million 5-year fundraising campaign to expand the mosque. New additions to be included were an additional prayer hall with a larger women's section located in an upper mezzanine, a kitchen facility, and a space for school.
Construction of the new prayer hall began in 2004 and was completed in 2006, enhancing the mosque physically and providing more space for increasing numbers of Muslim families. September 11, 2001 greatly affected the Muslim community in Delaware. Overall, there was a fear of what was to become of Muslim relations with their fellow Americans.
The community had more of a, it was about sticking together pretty much, like that. I think anytime you see a crisis happening, you have people, rally around each other more. People go and they reach for their faith a little bit more.
Muslims managed to modify their everyday life to attend Islamic events such as Eid al-Adha and the Day of Arafat, two of the most important holidays in Islam.
Contrary to before, pre-9/11, people would be coming out and they would say, hey, I'm Muslim. Now when you start a conversation, unless they're asked, I don't think many people are going to say, I'm Muslim.
Senator Joseph Biden came to the mosque to assuage the Delaware Muslim community. These messages from different officials helped soothe the worries of the Muslim community.
One of the senators showed up, I think it was Tom Carver. He came, he showed up, and he gave a speech saying that we are all with you, and because the general tendency was, the Muslim community was being victimized, right? So that was the general tendency. So that's why we had to start including our people from other faiths, like synagogues and churches and even Hindu temples.
Parking is very crowded during the day of Jummah prayer, which has led the ISD to establish a good relationship with the German club, whom allows them to use their lot for $100 a month. In addition, the ISD allows members of the German club to use their parking lot during Oktoberfest.
Zakat, or donations from the Ummah, vary weekly, holidays generating more money. The money is used to pay the bills of running the ISD, and about 2.5% of total funds are allotted to the community.
Then with the economy, it's not been as it used to be. The numbers are going down severely on donations. The number of members are going down.
The Al-Ham School was created to incorporate Islamic values for the children within the Muslim community. The school is temporarily out of commission due to construction of the new building that will serve as a community center and a school. This new building will cost $2 million with $600,000 required by June 30th. Although funds have been difficult to obtain during this current economic situation, the school is scheduled to open for the 2010 school year. The cemetery is located in Smyrna, Delaware. The mosque intends to a complete construction by 2020.
طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع. Oh, the white moon rose over us from the valley of Wada, and we owe it to show gratefulness where the call is to Allah.